How is it going, everyone? Got a lot to go over in this video. A major feature is being rolled out to PlayStation users. There are emails being sent out, so check your email, and we'll talk all about that. Have an update on an upcoming free-to-play title coming to PlayStation 5. We have a brand new trailer on that, and a game that was scheduled for a release this week has been delayed. It was actually scheduled for a release today, and it's been delayed 2 weeks. Again, we'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, PlayStation 5 streaming preview has started today. This is for PlayStation Plus premium subscribers, so you can stream PlayStation 5 titles. I know streaming is not everybody's forte. It is definitely not my forte, and you know, it is something that is going to be a big investment from a lot of publishers, so you still should be up to date on what's going on. And as internet connection and this technology improves over time, you know, it could be something that is worthwhile to check out, especially when you're talking about avoiding downloads and you know, getting a consistent experience. If we can work towards getting a consistent experience, that would be great. This is making the rounds on Twitter, social media, everything like that. As far as the resolution goes for these games, you can actually play at 720p, 1080p, 1440p, and 2160p 4K. Now, obviously, when you're talking about streaming at higher resolutions, the higher the resolution goes, the more impactful it's going to be towards your internet, and you're going to have high-quality internet connection. Ideally, you do want to be on a wired connection. I would imagine that being on a wireless connection is just going to be a train wreck. And that's been the case in my experience with like PlayStation Now. I tried to use PlayStation Now, and for me, I think I got a better experience than a lot of other people. This is when I was really like down bad to play a lot of PlayStation 3 games, and I didn't want to dig up my PS3. And I remember playing Infamous via game streaming, and when I had a wired connection, it was fairly decent. Wireless, that's when I was noticing a lot of input lag and things like that. So, you know, being on a wired connection is definitely gonna be ideal. Again, this is exclusive for PlayStation Plus premium subscribers, top tier subscribers, and you can stream a lot of games. It's not just PS5 titles. PS4 games have been streamable. Once the updated PlayStation Plus came into effect, it was kind of a marriage of PlayStation Plus, what it was, and PlayStation Now. And PlayStation Now offered game downloads and game streaming, and you kind of see that available widespread on PlayStation Plus. It's just promoted a different way, and it's a lot more effective, and they roll out a lot more games. And you know, at some point, if this technology advances and it's at a level that is accessible to a lot of people, that's the issue. Like, some people can have a great experience with game streaming, but are those people the majority? Probably not. And, you know, Microsoft has been big on investing a lot into game streaming, you know, getting game streaming available on a lot of platforms like televisions and phones and everything like that. PlayStation, I feel like, they're also super invested into game streaming, and you look at something like, you know, them acquiring Gaikai or whatever all those years ago, and it's still making a big impact. It's just like, I feel like it's too early on. And you see streaming technology and other entertainment mediums, that's obviously where they're trying to go, but for gaming, it's just a different ballgame than when you're talking about music, television shows, movies, everything like that. Gaming is just a different animal as a whole, and imagine playing a fast-paced Twitch shooter with game streaming. It's just not something I think a lot of people are going to do. But if you want to take advantage of it, go check your email. If you're in the beta program, everything like that, see how it fares for you. And even if you don't have PS5 streaming, PS4 streaming, if you're a Plus Premium member, that has been readily available, so you can try that out as well. Moving on from that, Tower of Fantasy, the free-to-play title that is dropping this week on PlayStation 4 and 5, has gotten a brand new trailer. However, this trailer is centered around the PlayStation 5 version of the game with the next-gen Immersion trailer. Experience Tower of Fantasy's out-of-this-world next-gen PS5 features in vibrant 4K. Delve into the world where classic civilization and advanced technology coexist at 120 frames per second speed through a vast open world seamlessly with the ultra-fast SSD. Immerse yourself in intense combat with haptic feedback on the DualSense wireless controller, making every swing of your weapon feel uniquely real and exciting. Dive into the game now on PlayStation 5. Tower of Fantasy is available to add to your library right now. I believe there are some other additions available as well if you do want to pick those up, in-game items and everything like that. So, you know, if you want to check that out, you know, feel free. Probably best to, you know, avoid that. Try out the game for yourself. These anime MMOs seem to be pretty popular these days, and there's a lot coming out. Bandai Namco obviously publishing a big one next year, so we'll see how that turns out. And, you know, might not be something for everyone, but given the popularity popularity of Genshin Impact, I imagine Tower of Fantasy is going to do fairly well on consoles as well. Lastly, I do want to note WrestleQuest has been delayed until August the 22nd, no longer due out on August 8th. Yes, the game was scheduled for a release today. This is very rare you see a delay. Now, the delay was announced last night, I believe, but even then, a very rare delay of a game that was literally supposed to come out in a couple hours from the delay time, and now it is coming in 2 weeks. The official statement from MegaCat Studios on the delay notes this: when performing final checks on one of our launch platforms, we discovered it was possible for players to lose their save game progress when playing WrestleQuest on multiple different devices. Because this is a game filled with hours of content and player progress is so important, we can never body slam our fans like that. We are truly proud of this game and believe that we have a product that delivers on all counts. We're blown away by the support we've seen from players excited on WrestleQuest, and we can't wait to share the finished game with everyone on August the 22nd. So there you go with that. This is a wrestling RPG paying homage to a lot of wrestlers and things like that. If you're a fan of pro wrestling, I think this is a game that has so much charm to it that it is a pretty interesting title. It'll be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, and Steam, and it'll even be on iOS and Android via Netflix. So yeah, Netflix getting their feet wet with game releases as well. But you know, this is a game that now is coming out at a really, really busy period. Like, if it was coming out today, it would be a perfect time to release this game because there's not a ton of big titles. Atlas Fallen is coming out later this week, but if you're talking about games that people are playing right now, not a lot of options in terms of new releases. People are still busy with a lot of the games coming out this year, and I see, you know, a lot of people making progress on games like Star Wars, Final Fantasy, etc., etc., but for somebody looking for something new to play, WrestleQuest today would have been pretty effective. August 22nd, you're talking about Immortals of Aveum, you're talking Armored Core 6 right around the corner, you're talking about Starfield for those of you with an Xbox and a PC. It's just gonna be a very hectic period for a lot of game releases, but for a game like this, I think it's gonna cultivate an audience that's gonna be interested in it. If you have any, you know, fandom for like a classic throwback pro wrestling, I think this is a game that you're gonna inherently be interested in, even if you don't buy it day one. Maybe it's a title a lot of people will add to the wish list, pick it up in the fall when it goes on sale, and you know, it's a game that is going to come out at a budget price point, and once it gets cheaper and cheaper, it'll be something I think a lot of people will end up checking out. So we'll see how that turns out. Again, very rare, but they kind of needed to do this delay. You don't want your save games getting nuked on an RPG, so take that for what you will. But that'll do it for me. Again, PS5 streaming being rolled out to multiple users right now. Check your email if you did get an invite for that. Tower of Fantasy gets a brand new trailer in the next-gen Immersion trailer available to download, so go check that out. And WrestleQuest delayed until August the 22nd. A bummer on that. A late game delay, but you know, they kind of had to do it, as I mentioned. That'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.